I'm back with another process video. This one is called Pie Day. As you can see, I'm scrapbooking this picture. It is of my husband. He is all about anything sugar, anything having to do with ice cream, cakes, pies, cookies. He is all chocolates. He is all over it. I'm more the savory type. So anyway, this is the picture that I'm scrapbooking. And I am using this wood grain and this star background paper. The wood grain is from the Gilded Stack from DCWV, and the star pattern paper is from Fancy Pants, and it is called it's the Trendsetter paper stack collection. And that paper and the little red chevron one and the chevron one to the right hand side are all from the Trendsetter. And I mat my paper or my photograph on that like creamish, like a cream colored gray, and it's also from the Trendsetter pack. And I mount it on that little red chevron simply because I want to use pattern paper from this collection. I want to use this collection up. I do like the colors of it. I kind of like the texture of the paper. It is not like cardstock weight. But it is a little bit heavier than flimsy paper. But it's nice to work with, and I do like the colors, so I don't mind like the weights of the paper. And that's for any paper, I think. You know, I just like to use the different types of paper. If they're cardstock or not, I can work with it. As long as I can back it up to something if I need it to, then I don't mind using paper that's not super thick. I did cut out that Carpe Diem flag, and I used I believe that Carpe Diem is a journaling spot or a cut apart from the Chamel True Stories, and so is that coffee cup. And I layered the coffee cup actually with a We Are Memory Keepers vellum square. It's from the Sheer Metallic set, and it came in like a little 4x4 box, and it had different types of sheer vellum embellishments in silver and like a copperish gold. I am using that little chipboard arrow, and that's from Heidi Swap, and it says amazing. I did cut out the chevron, and I left sort of a wood grain, that light wood grain border over the top of that white or off-white chevron, and then I left a little bit of the border also on the red stripe. It's not a true red, and it's sort of like a navy blue, but I did like that it lent itself to the colors in the picture, especially with the Texas flag, and there's reds and blues and whites or off-whites in the photo also, and so I just kind of went with this. It sort of looks patriotic in it, that it reminds me like the stars and the similar colors remind me of like the Texas flag. So I did end up using a lot of elements. I used the You Are Here wood grain, and I did use that limited edition circle. It's from a die cut or from the Teresa Collins tags that you see to the left hand side of the page. I am showing you here that I did cut out that circular element out of that tag, and it says authentic, and I used two circle dies. They're from the Hello My Name Is collection from Teresa Collins. I'm pointing out here that I have two circular elements, and that I'm going to try and complete a visual triangle by adding another circle. And I do try and use this dimensional sticker from Mambi, but I felt like there was too much contrast. The dimensional sticker was in a white and black lettering, and I needed something softer, or I wanted to go with something softer. Even though the one on the left hand side does have lettering, It's not exact. It is black and white. I don't know why I couldn't. I thought it was maybe too much dimension on that bottom piece because of the fact that the wood veneer um, is right there. So maybe it was competing too much in terms of dimension, and that's why it didn't end up happening. And it was dark text right at the bottom. I kind of felt like it was too heavy. And so I end up going to look at different things, and I find this one circle, and it's in craft. And the wood grain kind of looks like a craft. The wood grain bordering the stars or matting the stars paper is along the same color family that that sticker is. And so I felt like that had a much better look to it than the dimensional Memby stickers. So that one, away it went, and I didn't end up using it. And here I'm trying to stack two stickers together. And I said, well, instead of wasting this wonderful sticker, which you could have totally done, I could have totally done that and not given it a second thought maybe. But I think the text was overkill because there was text going in a circle, and that was just too much. And I needed something cleaner, so I decided to measure the circle. And I just used another concentric circle that fit around the size of the sticker to cut out a piece of paper. And I didn't realize it until after that I had cut out my cut apart sheet. This is from the Simple Stories paper pack. I can't recall right now which one it is, but unfortunately I used it and didn't realize that it wasn't a white piece of cardstock laying around. It was this die cut. So I gave myself a thumbs down, if you noticed. So here I am. I backed up that white circle, or actually I backed up this craft sticker on that white circle, and I decide that it's going to have a home underneath the wood veneer, which I had painted white, or I gessoed. And then later on I find that it's just too much white right there on top of that white diagonal, or that white chevron letter also. It was just clashing. So I needed it to have a bit more color, and later on you will see that I do something to it. I zhuzh it up. Let's see here. I'm pointing out that I want to make my title there, and I hope this isn't too choppy. I am trying something different in terms of editing. If you guys like the way this is looking versus the super sped up, usually I speed up my videos like 8 times because they're like an hour long, hour and a half long, and then I try to squeeze them into 10-minute increments. And so I would speed them up to 10 times or 8 times. And this time I'm trying to just edit as much time as possible and condense it down to the vicinity of 10 minutes. So when I challenged myself in the month of June, I just kept in mind heavily that I needed to use up thickers. And so one of the thicker sets that I used are the, let's see here, the Hooray foam stickers in crimson. And I was going to use this like DIY font, and I left it in so that you could see that I did try to kind of mix the fonts, but I tried to finagle an E out of extra letters. I didn't have any more E's, and I didn't end up liking the way the E was looking, so I just took it off and decided to go with just the all red foam letters, which I end up liking in the end. I wish I would have had that E, and I wouldn't have minded that look either, but I'm still pretty happy with the result. And I wrote, when it's Happy Pie Day, because there's this sign outside the little pie shop. It's called Pie Peddlers, and they just wrote a billboard and it said Happy Pie Day. So my husband was super excited and he wanted to pose in front of that sign, so I went ahead and took a picture. So here you can see that I'm using some gelatos to paint over the wood veneer. I'm using boysenberry in the blue, and there's a red cherry gelato. And I left the white part of the word blank. I didn't use anything over that. I did use the white stickles. It's called the frosted lace, the Christmas red, and the generic blue glitter. It's a generic blue glitter bottle. I didn't have a stickles for that one, but I did end up using the stickles on the U and the here and the star. So here are some close-ups of my layout. I did end up using that camera paper clip and some red letters from another sticker stack. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you with any comments. Give this a thumbs up if you liked the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.